Next up, we have Andrew Couch from Candy Lab.
Hello, my name is Andrew Couch. Hi, my name is Andrew Couch. I'm from Candy Lab, a 2013 Arch Grants company. Today, we're going to be talking about mobile app marketing and our product, Candy Bar. Candy Bar is mobile app marketing that uses location, gaming, rewards, and augmented reality. But it's also a vendor network that allows sponsors to advertise in active app campaigns. And apps are enduring communities. To an app user, they're not specifically a campaign. Knowing that is going to help with whatever mobile marketing strategy that you end up going with. And I'm going to elaborate on how we made some really big mistakes early on with our first app failing to address that issue, and what we ended up doing later on, kind of fill in the gaps and really perfect that process. The most successful brands on mobile focus first on creating an app that users actually want to download, and then return to again and again. Winning brands activate their mobile audiences through timely, relevant, and engaging messages. Things like games, fun things that get you to want to come back to the app and see something new tend to do very well. To many marketers, the term mobile marketing means banner ads at the bottom of mobile free apps, or videos between casual games. This kind of advertising arose out of the assumption that the same approach that worked on websites and newspapers would also apply to mobile. Except that it doesn't, right? Mobile's not a billboard. Aside from game publishers who can offer in-app game rewards to incentivize players to interact with ads or marketing messages, most marketers to this day are still struggling with seeing the value of using this type of method to put an advertisement in front of an app user. And by focusing on the lack of effectiveness of advertising in other branded apps, say you have a marketing budget that you want to deploy with banner ads in someone else's app, well, we believe those marketers might have missed the mark almost completely. If they were to have their own unique app that they could name and they could theme it and market it to their own communities, at the end of that initial ad spend budget, all of those app users that they've managed to procure will remain with that brand. This is a big reason why we made Candy Bar apps white labeled for marketers to use, which we're going to show you in a minute how that works. Apps are a channel. When you go to the app store, you look for your favorite app, similar to how when you turn your TV on, you go to your favorite TV station. What we've actually found is that when you can name an app that specifically caters to a community for a certain purpose, we can get the app user to come back to that app again and again because they're interested in that channel. A mobile app, it gives marketers the opportunity to create direct relationships with their consumers. And as I was saying, rather than paying over and over again for the same audience, when a brand has its own app, it can spend less money and actually penetrate a group of people even more so. About the communities, an effective app is one that creates and maintains the interest of users. Producing an app that makes marketing easier, it's not that easy to do, but it is possible. Consumers always have their phones on them, allowing marketers to proactively reach out to users at almost any time of the day. But the secret that we've actually found that works the best is putting an offer, putting a geo-targeted message on someone's phone that will appear when they happen to be at the right place at the right time. Using things like push notifications can be beneficial, or simply placing content on the map and telling them, hey, there's this Easter egg hunt campaign that you can go do. Collect all of these game pieces on the map, and if you do so, we'll reward you in the process. If you can share that experience on social, we'll reward you more. But along that process, an app user clicks on something on location, they could potentially win a free coffee, ice cream, or buy one, get one free dinner that's only 15 steps away from them. So by putting a specific message at a specific point in time and place, we've actually found that people not only come back to the app, they come back to the app and compete to win these things before other people will. So why Candy Bar apps? The reason why I covered those past slides with you to kind of get you up to speed for those that are looking into mobile marketing is that we as mobile marketers and you in the room potentially may be missing out on a bigger picture. And that's we're trying to instill marketing messages on app consumers using old traditional ways where we're finding that game apps are exploding in the app stores. So why would it not make sense to create an incentivized game for an app user to go to their app store, download a channel a brand wants them to download that's catered to their community, to a theme they want to play, and then during that process, incentivize them by location for a marketer's message. That's why we made Candy Bar apps. And we provide a dashboard that allows you to go to it and actually manage the in-app content. So as these apps are in the App Store catering to your communities, on the back end, similar to how Google AdWords works, you can manage the content in those apps in real time. In addition, the vendor network will allow someone to actually advertise in an active app campaign. Say you're at an event and you are using a Candy Bar app for a festival. All of the sponsors that are at that festival can go to the Candy Bar vendor network, create a profile, and through permission-based can advertise in that active app campaign. As far as the app users are concerned, they're playing a game, a scavenger hunt game, but they're getting rewarded along the way with these marketing messages. And the owner of this app is actually making money at the same time by reselling those locations to the sponsors in the app. A couple of examples of how these apps are being used right now. SDL 250, St. Louis's 250th birthday, 250 4-foot tall fiberglass cakes have been installed throughout the region. What the SDL 250 app does is incentivize everyone in that city to collect all of the cake icons that you can see in the app, and put the app on your phone if you'd like, and tell them, we're going to give you points for collecting these cake icons. If you take a picture on the spot, which our apps allow you to do, you're going to earn more points, and you could win prizes from supporting sponsors along your journey, going throughout the entire region, visiting all of these cake location sites. We're having a lot of fun with that particular app campaign. The other one that we have live right now is called Stop the Wrath. And this is an initiative from the city of Corpus Christi to help educate the citizens on the effectiveness of what happens when you do and do not recycle. They're using a Candy Bar app to place virtual water bottles throughout the entire city, mostly at city parks, we've noticed, and along the beach, to guide app users to play a scavenger hunt game while also opening their eyes to what happens if you don't properly recycle. When they collect one of the virtual bottles on location, we allow the camera to turn on to take a picture, share to social media. They're rewarding their app users with the hashtag #StopTheWrath with special prizes, and that's working out pretty well for them right now. Both of these apps sit on the Candy Bar dashboard. As far as the app users are concerned, they only know Stop the Wrath and STL 250. On the back end, both of our marketers from both of those US cities are using our dashboards to manage and upkeep the app content. If you would like to know any more about how we've applied the best and learn from the worst in mobile marketing into these Candy Bar apps, we would love to talk with you. We're downstairs at booth 111, and we would absolutely entertain conversations well past what we can do up here standing behind a booth. And I still think we haven't perfected the process and got it exactly where it needs to be. But throughout the course of this past year, making these apps and trying to make the augmented reality component, just as best as we possibly could, we found out it's not actually the best answer. We had to actually take a step back, rebuild everything to cater to a wide base to work on phones that are dating back as old as 4 years old. A lot of learning lessons like that we've experienced and we've dealt with in the real world. We'd love to share those experiences with you, hopefully so that you can learn from them and go out and do something awesome yourself. That's my presentation. Do you have any questions?
I've had several clients approach me for similar techniques. Tim, how do I get them to go around our region and find, hidden treasure or find artifacts or find history, So just in terms of a historian maybe walking around a particular region, how could Candy Lab be applied to that?
So for a historian, right? So they would get a Candy Bar app. It's available on iTunes and Google Play. And we would name it what it needs to be called. And the 3D icons that appear on the map and in augmented reality should be themed whatever the particular campaign that he wants or she wants to run. And in our app, we show a map. We show all of the locations on the map. You can zoom in and zoom out with your fingers. And the app user is told you have to go to every single location one time and collect it. When they collect it, they get points that shows up on a leaderboard in the app where everyone playing that app campaign can see. And it's up to the marketer or it's up to the people that are going to run this app to incentivize either local businesses and sponsors to advertise in that active app campaign by those locations of interest. So as we are all playing the scavenger hunt game, and we're being guided through the app to these random places around that city, we can be incentivized with something free or close to free along that way. It takes us about 2 weeks to make the apps now. We just redo the artwork, upload a Twitter, Facebook link, and up to the store it goes.
And if I've already got existing AR content, can I put that into this app, or do I have to create my own?
You have your own 3D assets?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, just give it to us and we'll put it right in there. You can put it in yourself through the dashboard.
And a video, 2D video?
Yep, video as well. So when an app user clicks on a game piece in our app, we do currently one of three things. We show a fun fact, we provide an offer, or a giveaway. A fun fact, we can load a video. The offer and giveaway have a screen that has a 4-digit PIN number that the app user has to bring into that retailer to use to redeem. We found out a campaign we did in Texas, people were screenshotting reward screens, and I think we were giving out Batman movie tickets at the time, and we received, I think, 15 tickets, but somehow like 500 people won. And it took me a while to realize people were screenshotting the winning screens and texting them to their friends. So now we put a 4-digit PIN in, so when you win something, you bring it to the retailer, we only remove it from inventory once that 4-digit PIN's been successfully entered in. But that's how that would work. Any other questions?
Can you share numbers of users downloading a specific app and then conversion to actually, playing with it and interacting?
Sure. Well, we only have 2 apps currently live on the Candy Bar network. We've only, but 3 months ago, built out everything. I don't know if you guys remember last year, we were the ones that were talking about Cashtown, the app. No, we had like a branded app that we were using. We kept being told no from bigger brands over and over and over again. They kept saying, we want our own app. We want it to be called what we want it to be called. We love your concept. We think it's great, but we need our communities to be uniquely targeted through our branding. We took a step back, rebuilt everything. I mean, everything. And we've only been online for about 3 months. St. Louis, I believe, has close to 20,000 users. We had to rebuild our AR engines from the ground up again, as we were only working on newer phones. We had to actually be able to work on phones that are 4 years old. Huge learning lesson for us. The other apps, Stop the Wrath, I think they have around 5,000 app downloads, but that app's only been live for about 3 weeks now. I think they're doing their PR push early sometime next week. But here's the thing with our apps. Our customers are the marketers that deploy these apps on their communities. We provide everything to our customers, though, to be as successful as possible, with like analytics, helping them, market the app in the App Store. But combined between the two, we're looking at under 30,000 app downloads total between these two clients. We're going to work with them, though, to increase that. Is there any other questions? I mean, this is a pretty simple thing we have. We make white label apps for marketers to use for location-based marketing. If not, we'd love to talk with you down at booth 111. Thank you very much for having us.
Thank you, Andrew. That wraps up this session.